Yeah, it's Disney Detonation coming at you from the Transformative Content Bureau Studios in New Jersey, and it's me. Then today, so actually posted this video yesterday, but there was a problem with my OBS where I had an extra mic open in the controls, the audio mixer area, and the videos had a crazy echo. So I had like 6 views, but then I took it down. Well, anyway, so this video is about on the 19th of September. Bob Iger came out with the statement that he was going to quote unquote quiet the noise on the culture war. Now, I'm treating this as a you be the judge type thing. Is this he's just pandering to the stockholders, the shareholders, or is he actually serious about making a change within Disney? Now, here is the article that came out the other day that most people were talking about. You see here, this is also when he came out with the $60 billion over 10 years for the parks domestically and foreign and all the cruise lines. Now, considering that the stock is tanked and it's now like hovering around $81, I don't understand where he thinks he's going to get this $60 billion to invest in the parks. But I'm not a financial person. Anyway, so what I did was I took there's a couple of vloggers that I listen to, Nerd Erotic and The Critical Drinker, but mostly I listen to them for film review. And also they do a lot of Disney content, but not talking about vloggers or anything. It's like sort of like a political side, I guess. But anyway, so I just took a couple of clips that I thought were analogous to the way I feel and think about what's going on with Bob Iger. So here's the first one. It's Nerd Erotic.
Probably why it was pretty big news over the weekend to hear that Bob Iger had hoisted up the white flag and essentially admitted failure again. Disney CEO Bobby Iger vows to quiet the noise in the culture wars. Iger tells Disney investors culture war battles are bad for business.
Yes, bad for business. So the next one is about how Bob Iger is going to lower the temperature.
Disney CEO and former weatherman Bobby Iger is promising to lower the temperature after the company stepped into the culture wars under his predecessor. Well, Bob Chapek had something to do with it too, but don't you try to blame him for everything, and angered many conservatives, along with Democrats, classic liberals, libertarians, independents, anarcho-capitalists, and any other demographic you pretend to pander to, according
you pretend to pander to. So another interesting aspect of this is he came out with this statement in the stockholders meeting in September 19th. Then he came out with it last year in November of last year. And so Nerd Erotic has this vlog on Friday nights called Friday Night Tights, and they discussed that on that vlog.
Now, if this statement from Bobby Iger sounds a little bit familiar, it should. As my good friend Ryan Kinnell pointed out last week on Friday Night Tights, our weekly live show. Please check it out.
Bro, I was laughing so hard when I woke up yesterday morning and saw this shit.
I know.
Disney's CEO plans to quiet the noise in the culture war. This was written, this is on National Review by Caroline Downey on September 20th.
Yeah.
Okay? I couldn't help. I felt like I had deja vu or something.
Well, you did.
Disney CEO plans to quiet the noise in the culture war. So then I, of course, very quickly looked something up, and I realized that back in November, this is an article from Caroline Downey on National Review with the same fucking Bob Iger picture. Reporting Disney CEO plans to quiet down culture war controversies.
Jesus. And then also he said it again, actually in a meeting in, I think, Colorado in July of this year. You hear that?
It doesn't end there. We heard something very similar to that from Bobby Iger back in July.
Look, the last thing that I want for the company is for the company to be drawn into any culture wars. We've operated for almost 100 years as a company, making product that we actually are proud of in terms of its impact on the world. It's not our goal to be involved in a culture war. Our goal is to continue to tell wonderful stories and have a positive impact on the world.
Okay, and then the next one is The Critical Drinker and why Disney should probably stay out of politics.
Why? Because you're a fucking entertainment company, not a political party. Normal, everyday people don't want or need you to champion a cause or push forward an agenda, because that's not your job. Normal people don't need you to fight for or against them, or to praise or lecture them. Normal people watch your movies or go to your theme parks to have a bit of fun, to escape the worries and pressures of everyday life for a couple of hours, to lose themselves in the fantasy for a while.
So that's it. Those are the 5 clips. Is this just pandering to the stockholders, blowing smoke up our asses, or are they planning on actually making some type of change and go back to trying to entertain people as opposed to, pushing a message? So that's it for this episode. I appreciate anyone who's watching, and I will speak to you soon.
That's ridiculous, Mo. And transmission.